how Godzilla was created, and in-depth look. Introduction. Welcome to today's episode, where we delve into the fascinating origins of one of cinema's most iconic monsters, Godzilla. This legendary creature, known for its colossal size and destructive power, has captivated audiences worldwide for decades. But how did Godzilla come to be? Let's journey back to the 1950s in Japan, a period marked by post-war recovery, innovation, and a collective anxiety about nuclear power, to uncover the story behind the creation of Godzilla. The historical context. To understand Godzilla's creation, we must first explore the historical backdrop of 1950s Japan. The country was still reeling from the devastating effects of World War II, particularly the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. These bombings left deep scars on the national psyche and instilled a profound fear of nuclear technology. This fear was reignited in 1954 with the Lucky Dragon No. 5 incident, where a Japanese fishing boat was contaminated by radioactive fallout from an American hydrogen bomb test at Bikini Atoll. The crew suffered severe radiation sickness, and the incident caused widespread panic and anger in Japan. This historical context of nuclear fear and trauma played a crucial role in shaping the narrative and symbolism of Godzilla. The birth of an idea. The idea for Godzilla was conceived by Tomoyuki Tanaka, a producer at Toho Studios. In 1954, Tanaka faced a dilemma when a co-production with Indonesia fell through. Desperate to salvage the project, he drew inspiration from the recent success of American monster films like King Kong and The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Tanaka envisioned a giant monster that could symbolize the fears and anxieties of post-war Japan. He pitched the idea to Toho executives, who saw potential in the concept and greenlit the project. Tanaka then approached director Ishiro Honda, known for his ability to infuse films with emotional depth and social commentary. Honda, a former soldier who had witnessed the horrors of war firsthand, was immediately drawn to the project. He saw an opportunity to create a film that was not just about a monster, but also a poignant commentary on the destructive power of nuclear weapons. Honda's vision was to depict Godzilla as a tragic figure, a force of nature unleashed by humanity's reckless use of atomic energy. Design and special effects. Creating Godzilla was a monumental task that required a blend of creativity and technical innovation. The responsibility of designing the monster fell to Eiji Tsuburaya, a pioneering special effects artist. Tsuburaya drew inspiration from various sources, including dinosaurs, dragons, and elements of traditional Japanese art. The result was a creature with rough, scaly skin, a long tail, and a menacing presence. Given the limitations of technology at the time, Tsuburaya opted for a technique known as suitmation. Instead of using stop-motion animation, as seen in many American monster films, a stuntman would wear a heavy rubber suit and perform Godzilla's movements. Haruo Nakajima, a dedicated stuntman, was chosen to don the suit. The suit was incredibly cumbersome, weighing over 200 pounds, and Nakajima endured extreme heat and physical strain while performing. Despite these challenges, Nakajima's performance brought Godzilla to life with a sense of realism and menace. In addition to the suit, Tsuburaya and his team developed intricate miniature sets that Godzilla would destroy. These sets were meticulously detailed and constructed to scale, allowing for realistic scenes of destruction. The combination of Nakajima's performance and Tsuburaya's special effects created a sense of awe and terror that captivated audiences. The animal inspirations behind Godzilla. Godzilla's design was not just a product of pure imagination, it was also influenced by real-life animals. Eiji Tsuburaya, the special effects artist, based Godzilla's appearance on a combination of various creatures. The primary inspiration came from dinosaurs, particularly the Tyrannosaurus rex and Stegosaurus, giving Godzilla its reptilian features and towering stance. Additionally, Godzilla's rough, scaly skin was inspired by alligators and crocodiles, enhancing its menacing look. The incorporation of these elements resulted in a creature that felt both familiar and otherworldly, striking a perfect balance between reality and fantasy. The thematic depth. While Godzilla was a technical marvel, it was the film's thematic depth that set it apart. The original 1954 film, Godzilla, was a somber and serious allegory for the horrors of nuclear war. Godzilla's rampage through Tokyo mirrored the destruction of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, with scenes of crumbling buildings and fleeing crowds evoking real-life memories of the bombings. The film's tone was dark and contemplative, reflecting the deep scars left by the war and the atomic bombings. One of the most compelling characters in the film is Dr. Serizawa, a scientist who invents the oxygen destroyer, a weapon capable of defeating Godzilla. Serizawa's internal struggle over whether to use his invention mirrors the ethical dilemmas associated with nuclear weapons. Ultimately, Serizawa chooses to sacrifice himself to destroy both Godzilla and his invention, symbolizing the hope that humanity can learn from its mistakes and find a way to prevent future catastrophes. Reception and legacy. Godzilla was released in Japan in November 1954 and was an immediate success. The film resonated deeply with Japanese audiences who saw their fears and experiences reflected in the story. Its success led to the creation of an entire franchise, with Godzilla becoming a recurring character in numerous sequels, spin-offs, and adaptations. The film's impact extended beyond Japan. The American version, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, was released in 1956, featuring additional scenes with American actor Raymond Burr. While the American version lacked some of the depth and nuance of Honda's original film, it introduced Godzilla to a global audience and cemented the monster's status as a pop culture icon. Over the decades, Godzilla has evolved from a symbol of nuclear destruction to a beloved character with a complex mythology. The character has appeared in over 30 films, as well as in television shows, comics, and video games. Each new iteration of Godzilla reflects the changing concerns and interests of society, from environmentalism to biotechnology. Conclusion. The creation of Godzilla is a testament to the power of cinema to reflect and shape cultural anxieties. Born out of the trauma of war and the fear of nuclear annihilation, Godzilla has become one of the most enduring and beloved characters in film history. The collaboration between Tomoyuki Tanaka, Ishiro Honda, Eiji Tsuburaya, and Haruo Nakajima resulted in a creature that was both terrifying and poignant, capturing the imagination of audiences around the world. Today, Godzilla stands as a reminder of the past, a warning for the future, and a symbol of the enduring power of storytelling.